And a good third. Thursday evening to you. Sports. So the opening lineup for the Heat, we've got Tyler Hero. Wiggins is out there with Adebayo, and it's Ware in at the 5 down low. And for Cleveland, a lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Okoro out there with Donovan Mitchell, and it's Hunter in at the 3 slot. How important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
Now, here's Hunter. Pass to Okoro. Hunter sets a screen for Okoro. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Kenny Atkinson.
They were raving about an opposing player, in this case, Andrew Wiggins. Coach said, I have tons of respect for Wiggins. 100% effort on both ends. Andrew can beat you scoring it, but he can also be a shutdown defender. High praise for Wiggins, the former first overall pick. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Andrew Wiggins.
Well, if Wiggins hits these three-point balls at a high clip, he'll become a much better player and more dangerous for this offense.
Here's Mitchell. Score the basket. A shot after missing his first attempt.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Watch out when Adebayo gets vertical. That's a big bam.
Well, Brent, since entering the NBA, Tyler Hero has been a constant scoring threat.
Yeah, Kevin, the scoring for Tyler Hero is always going to be there. He is a bucket, but the defensive improvement and really just the physicality that he needs to play with. Those are areas that Tyler can shore up a little bit to make sure he's on the floor for some of the biggest moments of a season.
Here's the 3. And it's Donovan Mitchell with the 3. Mitchell's got 5 points so far.
Reliable. That's Mitchell from 3.
Here's Ware, and he drives in.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. It's stolen by Adebayo. And he jams it with authority.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's
a dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Hero on the wing, covered by Okoro.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Here's Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Well, the leaping ability of Mitchell, allowing him to go way upstairs.
Hero attacking. Pass to Adebayo. 1:36 left here in the first quarter. Here's Hero. Back to Adebayo. Clock is at 3. over Mobley. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Mitchell outside. The three-pointer, no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. They got some big dough.
Is it ever? And remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
To the inside, Ware. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Ware's got 8.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Mitchell outside. Into the lane, and he slams it down right on top of Bam Adebayo.
What a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A three-pointer, Wiggins. The Cavaliers pull it in, and a record-setting season continues for them. Now up over 30 road wins.
And, well, you're talking maybe only 15 times in the history of the NBA has a team cleared 30 road wins in a single season. And in that group, a lot of teams that went on to win the championship. I think a lot of people would say this team is the favorite to go all the way.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Heat lead by 9. And the second quarter will... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
On the court for Miami here in the second, they've got Andrew Wiggins. He's out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the center, locking down the middle. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. There's the 3. Here's Mobley. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
As steady as Wiggins is across the board, it's his free throw percentage over the years hasn't reflected really how good a shooter he is.
Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Outside, Hero. Adebayo the screen, and a wide-open look for Hero. Miami no good on that time either.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Here's Mitchell. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in. Miami leading by 5. Hero from long range. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. Jared Allen, 4th.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Tipped away. Now, Hero. He really had an off game against the Cavaliers. Never got into his rhythm. Knocks down the 3 ball. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Heat?
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
Now, Okoro. Mobley, a screen on Adebayo. Okoro's shot is off. The Heat leading by 8. Hero, that's a 2-pointer. Got it. Good job in the low post. Hero's got 7 now in this quarter.
Fighting the inside defender, Hero really works to get to the bucket.
Here's Okoro. No good with the triple.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
There's Hero with the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball on the 3-point line.
And Okoro continues to grow in his confidence. You can see it the way he attacked that time.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. On the wing, he's got 14. Adebayo with a screen for Hero. Ring shot on the way. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Mitchell looking it over. Drills it from outside. Mitchell's got 22.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Hero passes to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Good job by Tyler just finding the open teammate and showing some good awareness.
Mitchell against Adebayo. Mitchell outside. Allen with the screen for Mitchell. Wound up there for Allen. Miami leading by 6. Wiggins sets a screen for Hero. The Cavaliers pull it in. Mobley's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The drive by Mitchell. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
And guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
Has to wear, launches it. That shot, no good. Tyler Hero has been leading the charge for Miami. He finishes with 9 points. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to the
We need a department store intercom. Attention all ballers, attention all ballers. We have a missing defense, paging the defense.
Now let's take a moment. That is more than enough.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Darius Garland is out there with Max Strus. Then there's Tristan Thompson. Then there's Wade. And it's Green and it's small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. The Heat with the lead. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
Yeah, they do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
And you can see Jaquez is getting more and more comfortable operating off the ball.
Thompson, a screen on Burks. Garland, no good.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Strus against Jaquez. Going inside. That one's not going to go. Good D by Thompson. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Strus passes to Thompson. Bangs home the trifecta. Thompson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Tristan Thompson not wasting any time having the ball in that situation to get 2.
Works for 3, and the Heat, another 3.
3 points.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
They kick it out to Green. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Heat leading by 5. Driving inside. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
His first.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And Brent, if the super team era is indeed coming to a close, the Miami Heat were one of the most successful examples.
Yeah, Kevin, you're obviously referring to the Heatles with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. I think there are some fans out there that go back to when it was that they had that press conference and were throwing up 6, 7, 8. And so 2 titles, yes, of course, amazing. Chances to win championships, amazing. Could there have been more? Possibly.
To the paint from in close. Here's Love, another shot. And it's Wade with the rebound.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
And here's Garland for 3. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
Well, that's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
Here's Burks. And the layup's good off the glass. Burks has got 5 points in the quarter.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And stolen by Love.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Burks looking around. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And now an 8-point Heat lead.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Garland, no good. The Heat have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Count that one. Burks has got 9 points.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
There's Garland. The teardrop falls in.
Pretty silky smooth floater from Garland that time.
Miami leading by 8. GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that 3. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
There's Garland. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Anderson outside. And Anderson slams it in.
Oh, and look at his man just go flying by him after the shot fake.
And it might be humiliating for the defender, but it feels oh so good on the other side. My goodness. Green drives in. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland.
Sometimes it looks like for Garland, the game comes a bit easy, whether making plays for himself or others.
And he slams it one-handed.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, Garland is so small. If there's a little bit of room, he's going to find a sliver.
And the foul on Alec Burks. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Mitchell outside. He takes it in. Here's Allen. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well.
Every loose ball, 50-50.
3 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Miami leading by 6. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at the 5 spot.
Team foul.
Here's the screen. Drives to the hoop. Highsmith's shot is good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Again, it's Donovan Mitchell with a huge night. One of the premier players in our league.
There's Hero with the 3. Kicks it out to Wiggins. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mobley's got his 6th rebound on the night. Mitchell outside. Wound up there for Allen. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Put that ball just about anywhere for Jared Allen. Puts those long arms to great use.
Outside Hero. Pass to Wiggins. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Mobley. Here's Okoro. And Okoro throws it down.
Well, you push inside like that, Okoro's got the ability to get up like that to the rim.
Here's Highsmith. Covered by Mitchell. Fires for 3. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
This is a testament to this team's fortitude, never giving up. Folks, we've got a new ball game.
Cleveland with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Mitchell outside. Driving to the basket. Stolen by Hero. 1-on-1 here. And here's Adebayo outside. Drains the 3-pointer. And the Heat lead by 3. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Heat?
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
At the line for Cleveland, DeAndre Hunter. 2 shots. The play will be reviewed.
The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's called about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a 3-point game. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And I think Mitchell's focus increases when it's clutch time. The bigger the moment, the better he is.
Now, Hero, covered by Okoro. Kicks to Ware. Shot clock at 6. The Heat need to get a shot off. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Heat missing. The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Mitchell outside. Down low. Here's Allen. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And look at how ready Allen was to fight for it. He's willing to go to battle for his team.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
And Wiggins stepping up in a big moment. That's huge for this ball club.
Hunter on the wing. Connects from downtown.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Wiggins against Hunter. Here's Highsmith. Good. A huge shot to tie it up.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Adebayo with the ball. Outside, Hero.
And Tyler Hero not shy that time.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Mitchell outside with the shot. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry,
season. So many possibilities.
You know, BA, for the players, you're excited and relieved at the same time. You get to see all the hard work you put in during the offseason pay off.
A look at Indiana's starting group. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Halliburton runs point with Mathurin flanking him. And it's Walker in at the 3 spot.
Halliburton's quickness and agility really makes him hard to deal with, especially when he's in close like that.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Siakam against Mobley. And the shot's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Mitchell. Hunter can't get it to go.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Outside Mathurin. And a nice finish on the layup.
And Mathurin is an impressive scorer, skilled at finding ways to convert around the rim.
Well, Clark, talking about Benedict Mathurin, he's another great young Canadian player.
Yeah, they've got a ton of them coming from north of the border, PA. I mean, Mathurin, you got R.J. Barrett, SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, at this point, you could probably fill a couple of rosters with high-level players that come from Canada.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But, Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, BA, it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Now here's Siakam. And, yep, it's good. Siakam's got his second basket of the game.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Mobley, a screen on Walker. From deep, Mitchell. Siakam pulls down the board.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
It's Walker on the wing. Checked by Mitchell. Siakam outside. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. And you look at what they've accomplished this year on the road. 30 wins and counting.
Yeah, they're reaching those historical numbers reserved only for the greatest teams in NBA lore. The types of rosters filled with talent, experience, desire, all built to win championships. I think you can say the same thing about this team. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Mitchell, good.
In gym range for Mitchell, he is not bashful.
Pacers leading by 3. Halliburton surveys the floor. There's a screen by Turner. Now here's Halliburton. He's guarded closely. Turner passes to Mathurin. Shot clock at 5. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Allen. Back to Mitchell. 1:51 left in the first quarter. Knocked away. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Walker with it. Picked up by Allen. Siakam against Hunter. Outside for Halliburton. There's the drive. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on DeAndre Hunter.
Halliburton just too good for the defense there. Great tenacity and physicality on that drive.
Clark, we hear a lot of talk about Halliburton's supreme court vision. Just how good is it?
I think it's phenomenal, B.A. To be the facilitator that he is, you've got to have an understanding of what you're trying to run, but also a feel for how to get people's shots and to adjust on the fly to what the defense is providing. And it's feel as much as it is skill. Feeling where defenders are, feeling where your teammates are or might be. And that is a gift. And he's honed that in a way that's made him one of the top dime droppers in the league.
Now here's Mitchell. He's got 7. And Mobley gets it to go.
Imposing inside. Mobley is just too much.
Now here's Halliburton. Guarded by Okoro. Halliburton on the attack. And the dunk by Halliburton.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Mitchell against Matherin. Turner, a screen on Mitchell. Shot's good by Matherin.
The confidence of Matherin, palpable. You see it and feel it. That looked good from the moment it left his hand.
To the inside, Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there.
Up in time. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Tyrese Halliburton getting it done for the Pacers. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Mitchell out there with Okoro, and it's Hunter in at the 3, small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Mitchell. The offensive rebound goes back up. Allen can't get it to go.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Pass to Halliburton. Now here's Turner. Takes the 3. Mobley grabs the board.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Mitchell against Matherin. Donovan Mitchell on the attack. Got a hand on it.
Yeah, a long and lanky guard at 6'7". Matherin can be a problem defender in this league.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. 6 to shoot. Walker in the post. Covered by Mobley. Mobley with the block.
Yeah, nice timing on the rejection. Mobley showing you how incredible defensively he can be.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who said, "We have each other's backs." That's the advantage of having 2 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, there's a second one waiting for you. Brian, they'll make it tough.
No doubt. Waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Allie. Here's Mitchell. After the basket by Indiana on the other end. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, I've got 2 words to describe Donovan Mitchell. Dynamic scorer. You put this man in just about any situation, and he'll find a shot no matter what.
NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend. And now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. After the basket by Indiana on the other end. Mitchell drives in. Pascal Siakam with the rebound.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
And it's Matherin missing. Cavaliers trail by 5. Down low. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, Allen always a threat, especially when you give him room to run. He's capable of banging it home.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside Matherin.
2 minutes.
Turner, a screen on Mitchell. Here's Matherin. Banked it in off the glass. Matherin's got 4 points in the quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Yes, sir! Mitchell from long range.
like this trend. He's hit 2 triples this period, has 3 for the game.
Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now. I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Now here's Turner. Still no points. Counted.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. Trailing by 5. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
Last game, their starting lineup struggled to stay on the floor. It just put too much pressure on the bench.
They've just got to be more careful tonight. It's that simple. I mean, those guys are too valuable. They need them on the floor.
The burst and power of Mitchell on full display. This guy's incredible.
Walker passes to Turner. Turner, a screen on Hunter. Halliburton with the ball. Picked up by Allen. Here's Turner. The Cavaliers pull it in. On the wing, Mitchell. He's covered by Matherin. Here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
Halliburton, the pass to Turner. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. Turner's got 4 points this quarter.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Indiana ahead, up 3. Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Taking a look here at Indiana, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have.
And now, let's get into the Indiana Pacers game. It's been a close one so far.
Well, they've been the more measured team, passing up.
That does it for halftime.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
On the floor for Indiana, Thomas Bryant out there with Obi Toppin. Then there's Andrew Nembhard. Then it's Nesmith, and it's Shepard in at the 2-guard position. Nembhard outside, pass to Shepard. Right side, Nesmith. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Toppin into the lane. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Toppin's a big man flying through for the slam. I love it.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
Oh, man, what happened at halftime? Since then, they're 0 for 4.
4-3. Strus grabs the miss.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Launches it. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
Things have been bumpy coming into the second half now. 5 straight misses.
Cavaliers trail by 9. Garland for 3. He got a piece of it. Pass to Toppin. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Oh, there's the alley. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
Toppin is a Skywalker, Obi, insane verticality.
Garland way outside. The long distance three is buried. Garland's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. On the wing, Nembhard. From behind the arc. Thompson pulls it in. Cleveland has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Here's Garland. And he makes it on the layup. Garland's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, if you give Garland even the slightest lane, you can be sure that he's going to take it right to the rim.
And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
Garland feeling it out a bit. And he makes it. Garland's got 7 points in the game.
Inside, Garland outplays his size, using speed and agility to get it done.
Nembhard, the pass to Toppin. Nembhard outside. Shot clock at 6. And here's Shepard for 3. And the three-pointer goes. He's got 5.
Willing passers, unselfish play. Have to appreciate this kind of offense.
They get it back. No good that time. Pacers leading by 9. Nembhard outside. Back to Nesmith. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Indiana needs to get a shot off. And then Bryant with the dunk.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
And here's Garland. 7 points in the game. Oh, and Bryant with a block. And they get it back. And here's Strus outside. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Huge three to cut.
And so it's Indiana up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And it's
hold your ground. Hold your ground.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Isaac Okoro is out there with Mitchell, and it's Hunter in at the 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Mathurin passes to Siakam. They get the rebound. Back to Mathurin. Pass to Siakam. Right side Mathurin. To the paint. Here's Halliburton. Okoro, the defensive effort. Cavaliers trail by 8. Left side Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell just exploding to the rim.
Yeah, Mitchell putting on a clinic of his skills in this one. Take notes, kids.
Halliburton outside. Streak it in. Here's Halliburton. Rejected by Allen.
Boy, that expansive reach of Allen. I mean, so good at positioning himself and using his length.
Wow! Put that in the dunk contest.
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Halliburton outside. side, Walker. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them. I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
And finished off by Hunter.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Oh, Halliburton, deadly from deep.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Mitchell with the ball. Siakam covering. Well, a careless foul. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws.
And love the aggressiveness from Mobley, commanding the defense's attention there.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Indiana?
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish. This is what the team likes about Maverick. He's calm and cool when they need him to step up.
Mitchell misses. And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. They've led by as many as 11.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Driving in. Kicks it out to Siakam from deep. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Matherin. There's a minute 54 left in the fourth quarter. Mitchell with the ball. Halliburton picks him up. Pass to Okoro. The three is up. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 5th rebound in this one. Indiana leading by 6. Up top, Siakam. Covered by Mobley. Outside for Halliburton. Second chance shot. And here's Siakam for 3. That shot is off.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
When you need one bad, go to a high percentage shooter, and Allen is that guy.
Ball stolen. And now the Cavaliers on the break. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
In a game this tight and this late, that level of defense is money.
And how about the finish there? The rise up for the slam. That might put this game out of reach.
Well, you know, it certainly swings the energy and the momentum in one team's favor. That's basically a 4 or 5 point swing, which is huge.
Clock is at 3. Mather finds Siakam. And it's Siakam again missing.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Outside Mitchell. Mobley, a screen on Walker. From deep, Mitchell. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
That's just poor clock management defensively.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Outside Mitchell. Oh, and he can't make the shot to force overtime.
That's the end of the game.
All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg.
You know, doors with all the fanfare of opening night, it must be tough for the players to keep their focus.
Yeah, I think obviously there's a ton of excitement because you've put the offseason to use trying to improve your skill as a player, but you love the game of basketball. It's hard not to get amped up. You know, it's just the mature players who are able to channel that in the right direction.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. The perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Halliburton in the point.
Yeah, give Halliburton credit for staying with the play. You've got to be able to fend off that defense and still finish.
And a wide open look for Hero. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Mathurin against Wiggins. Now here's Turner. Last time out he had 13 points. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Halliburton penetrating. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Boy, Halliburton going downhill on the attack. So few guys can stay in front of him.
Well, Doris, before he started playing basketball, Siakam was on the path to priesthood. And there are a lot of GMs in the NBA saying, amen, that he chose basketball.
Kevin, this young man actually attended a seminary and didn't pick up a basketball until he was 16. But even with that, he's built himself into an all-star and a champion. An incredible journey.
And so it's Indiana with it. After Tyler Hero hitting the 3. And even 3-on-3 break from deep three-point land. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Halliburton outside. And Halliburton slams it in.
Tyrese Halliburton saying, I'm not just a pure shooter, folks. I've got a little ups in my game.
I now would send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did speak with head coach Eric Spoelstra. I asked him about the challenge of facing Miles Turner. He said this guy is a problem for our offense. Miles is an incredible shot blocker. You have to know where he is on the floor at all times. Now, we don't normally hear a coach talk about somebody's defense first, but Turner is that guy. Fellas?
Thank you, David. Now, Hero. Boy, he just disappeared against Cleveland. They needed him. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Well, this guy can do it anytime he wants. Andrew Wiggins with broad shoulders to carry the load there.
Back to Mathurin. And stolen by Wiggins. Shoots the 3. The Heat with a fresh 14. Here's Highsmith. Clock at 6. A 3-ball. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. On the Pacers' doors last season, trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a 2-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
Here's Ware. Buries it from three-point range.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
Halliburton deciding where to go with it. Turner with the screen for Halliburton. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Well, you love when guards are unafraid to get to the painted area and finish. Go ahead, Tyrese.
Hero passes to Wiggins. Into the lane, and Wiggins throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And it goes down 2 points. Halliburton's got 10.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Kicks it out to Wiggins. 32 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
Oh, the ease with which he elevates Wiggins with a highlight move that time.
Stolen. Pass to Ware. Heat moving the ball around. Adebayo with a screen for Hero. Back to Adebayo. And he converts the layup. He has 5.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Mathurin. Here's Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the two-hander.
Nice. Straight power there. Straight power. Offense, the order of the day is the first. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Mathurin in at the small forward position.
Bam is a menace defensively. This time he uses those active hands to start the break.
A shot by Nembhard, no good.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard, and now arguably a top 25 player.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Siakam inside. He's guarded by Adebayo. Looking to end the run. Got a piece of it.
And watch how Hero uses a burst of speed to get ahead of the shot, managing to swat that one away.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Rebound by the Heat. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
I think sometimes the bench can make or break you in a particular game, and that was a total team effort, no question.
Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. When a team Doors is on a losing streak, what lessons can be learned from that?
Yeah, Kevin, you know this. Losing streaks seem to be inevitable in the NBA. The season is too long to go through without some adversity. What I think you learn is grit and how to keep fighting even when you don't have your best game available.
Hero passes to Ware. Wiggins against Mathurin. And a foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
3rd team foul.
It's Nembhard on the wing. He's covered by Hero. Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. 5 on the clock. It's blocked. Here's Highsmith. Here's Wiggins to the right side. Adebayo, again the Heat, good for 2.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. Had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
Halliburton drives in. Nice move. He takes it up and lays it in. Halliburton's got 12 points in the game.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Going inside.
Oh, nice ball movement. Hero's an underrated passer, makes great decisions.
From Tyler Hero.
Here's Nembhard. He's covered by Hero. Takes it out to Siakam. Turner for 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Wiggins passes away. Stripped away. Mathurin with the ball. Now defended by Wiggins. And Halliburton slams it in.
Tyrese Halliburton is putting in work right now. This guy getting to his spots and scoring with ease.
Hero, that's a 2-pointer. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Pacers trail by 12. Over in the corner, Mathurin. Back to Turner. Pass to Nembhard. With some arc, it's deflected. Here's Wiggins. The tray. Drains it from beyond the arc. 9 points in the game so far.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Nembhard. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And Hero, one of those guys in the league that can nail free throws with his eyes closed.
And here are the Heat. They're on a 17-6 run. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Indiana. Outside Mathurin. And so it's Miami in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And we'll see. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court.
Well, to be honest, a good shot for one person may not be a good shot for you. Each guy on this team has to understand his limitation.
Okay, so now, thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Tyrese Halliburton with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Alec Burks is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then there's Kevin Love. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Jovic in at power forward. It's the group on the floor for Miami.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Now, here's Nesmith. Jaquez defending. Pass to Toppin. 6 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. And the foul on Jarris Walker. That is his first foul of the game. Miami leading by 18. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton has become the face of the Pacers franchise. He says they've done a great job of allowing me to spread who I am and how I play throughout the organization. Guys and the coaches have adapted to that. Good things are happening. I want us to be the best team in the league. Kevin, he's certainly taking me in the right direction.
David, I'm infatuated with this guy as you are. He does so much at such a young age. Man, the sky's the limit. And the foul on Obi Toppin. That's his first foul. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Jaquez finds Love. Shot clock at 6. Beyond the arc. Walker with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Bryant against Love. Bryant inside. Still yet to score. Sinks that one from the post.
Just such a good finisher around the bucket. Thomas Bryant has so many moves he can turn to. Nice.
Here's Burks. Kicks it out to Love. Driving inside. And it's good. 2 points. Love's got his first 2 points. Pacers trail by 16. Neesmith with the ball. Inside. Here's Bryant. And they pick up 2.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
And Doris, when you look at Aaron Neesmith, he is someone that has accepted readily more responsibility over time.
There's no question, Kevin, and what I love is he didn't let not playing early in his career affect his outlook. In fact, it almost added an edge and spurred him to incredible improvement. He's an excellent defensive player. He's worked hard to become a three-point shooter. Somebody defenses must now account for from range. Love the work put in.
Shot clock at 3. Here's Toppin. Off target from outside. The Heat leading by 13. Anderson passes to Jovic. Hawkes right side. Here's Jovic. Neesmith covering. The Pacers pull it in. 4-on-3 break. Hawkes with the steal. For the 3. Toppin pulls it in. Pacers trail by 13. Back to Walker. Pass to Shepard. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Shepard's got his first bucket of the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And the foul on Obi Toppin. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor.
Substitution on the court.
1:11 left in the third quarter. Nailed from three-point land. Hero's got 10 points.
And a legitimate threat to connect from deep. Hero doesn't lack confidence trying his luck from there.
Halliburton and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Now, certainly with one of the more unique shots in the NBA, Halliburton gets it done.
You know, Kevin, credit to Halliburton and the organizations he's played for, because a lot of them would have changed or tried to rebuild their shot. Halliburton and his organizations knew the shot worked, and he stuck with it. And now he's one of the best shooters at his position.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. Works for 3. Here's Love, and out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Pacers. A 12-point game. Klopp's in the layup for 2. Halliburton's got 4 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regrouped. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
And it's Indiana's ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. Halliburton on the wing. Bryant sets the screen for Halliburton. Burks with the steal. He got it up. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Miami going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're shooting. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Walker out there with Obi Toppin. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. Then it's Bryant. And it's Neesmith in at the shooting guard position.
Well, it's been early in his career, but Tyrese Halliburton has proven to be extremely dangerous from range.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
Will Rio come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Halliburton right side. Pass to Walker. Back to Halliburton. 6 to shoot. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Halliburton's got 9 points now in just the second half. Toppin against Hero. Adebayo passes to Hero. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It goes on Aaron Neesmith.
And tenacious play there from Hero in the paint, refusing to let the foul hold back his shot.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Bryant. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Walker. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for Aaron Neesmith.
And you can sense the urgency from them now. They were flat in that first half, but they've come out here in the second and been much more aggressive offensively.
Shots good by Hero.
And this is why many are high on Hero. Possesses ability to kick it up a notch and just take over.
And a wide open look for Halliburton. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Yeah, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Shots good by Turner.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Now Hero. Nembhard covering. Hero no good. Pacers trail by 8. Halliburton right side. Pass to Nembhard. Just 5 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Siakam, good.
Pascal Siakam, improvement, yes. Big-time player, no doubt.
And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Team foul.
Hero kicks to Wiggins. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Out left to the wing. The offensive rebound. Pass to Ware. Kicks it out to Hero. 4 on the shot clock. And a miss there on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The dunk and the foul. Powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pacers.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
And this is what we want to see more of from Wiggins, delivering a huge basket for his team.
Siakam outside. It's Turner high post. Mathurin against Wiggins. Turner with the screen for Mathurin. Siakam outside. No good on the triple. Miami leading by 4. And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Alec Burks checked in for Hero.
Now in the game, number 18.
58 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Where? Good.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Halliburton drives in. Six on the shot clock. Left side, Mathurin. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
And he does get the second one. And that stretches their lead to 8. And it's desperation time now.
Doesn't matter if it's a 2 or a 3. They need the quickest shot possible.
Now, here's Burks. He's guarded closer. Launches it from deep. Off target. And so it's Miami winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did it. Much appreciated, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our team.
descending on Miami, Florida. Thursday night, the best night of the week for it. NBA basketball. A look at the opening lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Isaac Okoro is out there with Mitchell, and it's Hunter in at the 3 spot. And for the Heat, Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Ware in at the center position, locking down the middle. Basket counts. Stand two of the greatest words in all of sports, opening day.
Absolutely, Brian. Everybody's undefeated, everybody's optimistic, and everybody is eager to get going, whether you're playing or the guy on the sidelines drawing up plays.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
He drops it from range.
And he is so good from deep. Hero puts up high percentages on high volume.
Here's Mitchell. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Bam Adebayo. Cleveland shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
Where? The shot, no good. Nice D from Allen. Outside Mitchell. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
First personal foul.
The Heat have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Hero on the wing. Guarded by Okoro. Hero, screen on Allen. Here's Ware. And it's good for 2.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
The 3 from Mitchell. Miami grabs the miss. Wiggins outside. 3-pointer. He buries it from 3.
This demonstrates assertiveness. You know Wiggins is feeling it when he's rising and firing like this.
Here's Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Hero, the pass to Wiggins. Hero outside. Again, the Heat score.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Pass to Mobley. Hunter with the ball. Working on Adebayo. Yep, that one goes.
A dead-eye catch-and-shoot guy. Hunter is someone you have to run off his shots.
Here's Hero. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5. Here's Mitchell. 35 points his last game. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Eric Spoelstra had a few moments to share with me. And guys, Coach stated the number of different ways that Donovan Mitchell can be productive. The emphasis for this defense is going to be limiting his touches throughout the game and trying to trap him when you can. It's a tall task for the defense, B.A.
And Allie, thank you for that.
Well, he brings the heat. Hero giving the people what they came to see.
From deep, Mitchell. Adebayo grabs the board.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game. And you see that in building their lead, they've done an impressive job on the defensive glass.
It's Wiggins on the wing, fires the three, and Adebayo slams it in.
Well, that's on the defense there. You can't let Bam get prime-time positioning inside.
From deep, Mitchell. Pure from three-point range. Mitchell's got 7.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
We've got 1:08 left in the first. Now Hero. They really needed more from him in the loss to Cleveland. And that one's no good. He's 5 of 7 in this one. Inside. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And making the game just look easy. Allen is a fantastic alley-oop target given his length and timing.
Hunter against Hero. Pass to Ware. And here's Adebayo. 5 to shoot. Hunter with the rebound. Okoro on the wing. Allen a screen. Okoro no good. Heat leading by 4. And the basket by Highsmith.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Mitchell with the ball. Here's Mobley. Good D by Adebayo. And so it's the Miami Heat leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Miami.
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
They've got Andrew Wiggins. He's out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Hero in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Allen a screen. The 3 from Mitchell. Adebayo grabs the board.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
Hero for 3. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And you look at what they've accomplished this year on the road. 30 wins and counting.
Yeah, they're reaching those historical numbers reserved only for the greatest teams in NBA lore. The types of rosters filled with talent, experience, desire, all built to win championships. I think you can say the same thing about this team.
Now here's Wiggins. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Whoa, Wiggins with feeling.
Making it look so easy. Wiggins has crazy hops. Can really get up there.
Right side, Mitchell. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Mitchell's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, when Hero gets his offense going, he holds nothing back. He just keeps pouring it on.
The 3 from Mitchell knocks down the long J. Mitchell's got 12.
Come on, guys. Check out the tenacity. There's no back down in this fella whatsoever.
Pass to Wiggins. Adebayo, a screen on Hunter. Wiggins with it. Now guarded by Mobley. The kick out to Wiggins. Lets it go from deep. That one is cash from Wiggins.
Now shooting the 3 ball at almost 60%. They've been blazing this second quarter.
A multiple-time All-Star. What aspect of Adebayo's game stand catches your eye nightly?
Well, Brian, I'd say it's not one thing. He's a very complete player. He can rebound, defend, pass, score. This guy does it all.
And by all accounts, a great teammate as well.
That's exactly right.
Okoro outside. Allen with a screen on Hero. And it's Okoro penetrating. Count that bucket. Okoro's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Hero with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Wiggins outside. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That one on Mitchell. Miami shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Second personal foul.
Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Heat leading by 14. Here's Adebayo. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Burks, he's checked in for Hero. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Yeah, you look at the different ways Bam Adebayo can impact a game. He's a player everyone wants on their team.
Mitchell misses.
Yeah, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. And he drops it first. It's both from the stripe.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Cavaliers trail by 19. Mobley on a screen. Allen outside. Can they get it? Sinks it from distance. Allen's got 5.
Yeah, nice quick catch and shoot there from Jared Allen.
Miami has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. And Burks gets it to go.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Burks. It's Wiggins on the wing, covered by Mobley. Wiggins passes to Adebayo. Back to Wiggins. He's rebounded by Okoro.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Mobley. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, Mobley better get used to getting to the line, especially with his style of play.
And both free throws good for Mobley. The Heat on offense. They're on a 16-7 run. Pass to Highsmith. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
From deep, Mitchell. That shot off. A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. Miami out in front. Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
Well, right now for the Heat, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah. Let us take some time now to talk about the first half. A commanding performance for the Heat. That does it for half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. How about Tyler Hero displaying all of his skills today?
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, the way I see it, it's an added bonus. And you can see team chemistry really growing as a result of him racking up the assists.
On the court for the Cavaliers, they've got Dean Wade. Darius Garland is out there with Ty Jerome. Then there's Tristan Thompson, and it's Strus in at the 3. And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And even with the coach's challenge in place.
The play will be reviewed under NBA rules.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Lays it up and banks it in. Garland's got 4 points in the quarter.
Inside, Garland outplays his size, using speed and agility to get it done.
Here's Burks. He's got 5. It's Anderson on the wing. Thompson pulls it in. The Cavaliers trail by 17. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Wade, the pass to Garland. Puts up a 3. And it's Miami with a rebound. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
A new day. The Spurs' Victor Wembanyama said a few years back it was more of a guards game, but now it's come back to a big men's game. We've got guys all around the league who do a lot of stuff despite being very tall. It's the way the game changes. You just have to adapt. Brian, the gauntlet has been thrown.
And I like it. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. And there it is for him. Garland's got 6.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Burks passes to Jovic. Outside Burks. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. 9 points in the game.
Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
Garland for 3. Second chance effort, and it's Thompson getting it to go.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance points.
Love finds Burks. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
He's been perfect this quarter. They keep feeding him, and he keeps delivering.
And it's Garland with the ball for the Cavaliers, trailing by 19. Jerome on the wing. Garland looking around. And he's going for the oop here. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. Burks against Garland. Fires the 3. Garland against Burks. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Jaquez. And he dunks it down.
Well, Jaquez doesn't mess around. He likes to throw it down with force.
Here's Jerome. No good from outside.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Thompson's got 7.
Well, we know what kind of scorer he is, but he could use a little help.
Here's Jaquez. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, night in and night out, Jaquez loves to attack the middle of that defense.
Pass to Wade. There's the triple. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland.
They're having a good half offensively, shooting over 50% from the field now, trying to close the gap. And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
The drive by Garland. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Alec Burks.
And I love the aggressive take by Garland. He earned that whistle.
Garland hits them both.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Burks against Garland. Outside for Love. From downtown. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. And now the Cavaliers on the break. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Outside Burks. Pass to Love. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Love's got his first points of the game.
And with soft touch, Love is very tough to stop near the hoop.
Garland for 3. Drills it from deep.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Here's Burks. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Miami Heat going into the break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Tyler Hero. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. And it's Highsmith in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Hunter, good.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Wiggins with a screen on Mitchell. Wiggins outside. Pass to Hero for 3. Here's Highsmith. Missed inside. The Cavaliers trail by 9. The kick to Hunter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hunter's got 5 points in the quarter.
Here in the second half, their offense has been strong. Great ball movement, really working well for clean looks.
And it's in there. And the Heat lead by 9.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Hunter the screen. The rebound by Wiggins.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Here's Highsmith. Hunter covering. Pass to Wiggins. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Okoro. Yes, it's good.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Hero for 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
From deep, Mitchell. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting.
Hero, the pass to Adebayo. And again, no good by Miami. Cavaliers trail by 7. Mobley outside. Driving inside. And the layup is good off the glass.
Imposing inside. Mobley is just too much.
Here's Hero. Nice shot there, making him 8 for 13. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. And here's Mitchell. Oh, get up, Donovan. Wow.
Proving to be a true leader in these spots, Mitchell embraces the chance to sink these important baskets.
Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Stolen by Mitchell. Mitchell on the attack. Miami grabs the miss. Ware's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. The shot. Adebayo, no good.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Again, the miss by Mitchell. Heat leading by 5. There's the drive. Pass to Adebayo. The shake. And the layup is up and in.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
And they have to play fast, but also smart every time.
Wow! Put that in the dunk contest.
It's Spider time. Donovan Mitchell, ice in his veins.
Now here's Hero. He's covered closely. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 5 on the clock. Wiggins from long range. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Up top, Hero. Guarded by Okoro. Back to Wiggins. Hero outside. To the left wing. Tipped away. It's stolen by Hunter.
Jarrett Allen, assisted by Donovan Mitchell.
So the Heat win it. Boy, a hard. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. Alongside...
Hi, everyone. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Mitchell is out there with Isaac Okoro. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position. And for the Pacers, Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. The backcourt, Halliburton and Mathurin. And it's Walker in at the 3, the small forward.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Since his first day in the league, Richard, Evan Mobley has been an elite defender.
And that's why he's been compared to Hall of Famers like Kevin Garnett. But we still need to see him develop the offensive end for those comparisons to be fair.
Now, here's Mitchell. Allen with the screen for Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Oh, man, and that is why Mitchell has won a dunk contest before. He knows how to get a few style points.
Turner with the screen for Halliburton. Out to Turner. Back to Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. Siakam passes to Turner. Over Allen. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Yeah, early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way. I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
Okay, Spider's showing his range way back there.
And here is Siakam. Following the three-pointer by Donovan Mitchell. Halliburton looking around. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And a record-setting season continues for them. Now up over 30 road wins.
And, well, you're talking maybe only 15 times in the history of the NBA has a team cleared 30 road wins in a single season. And in that group, a lot of teams that went on to win the championship. I think a lot of people would say this team is the favorite to go all the way.
And so here's Cleveland after Indiana gets the 3. Here's Mobley from outside off the mark. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. Here we are, Greg, in Game 1 of the NBA season. How does opening night feel different from the rest of the season, the rest of the schedule?
Well, Kevin, it's the excitement of the unknown. Everybody comes in with the highest of expectations, right? You got new teammates, some new wrinkles, still a lot to figure out and shake out over the course of a long season.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line.
Now, here's Mitchell. He has 5. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Rick Carlisle and I did speak a few minutes ago. Now he's worried it's going to be one of those nights when Donovan Mitchell just goes off. He told me it's like guarding a ticking time bomb. You never know when he's going to blow up, but you're anticipating it. So coach is expecting the best out of his team, preparing for the worst. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Now, Halliburton. After Isaac Okoro missing on that last three-pointer. Mathurin, good.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
And the foul on Jarris Walker. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Allen. Halliburton with the steal.
The defense had the pass well anticipated. They know the offense wants to get that ball inside.
The Cavaliers again can't hit. And one thing we see from Isaac Okoro almost every night, Richard, his defense is spot on.
Yeah, he's shutting down some of the top guys. This team feels like he's one of the best on-ball defenders in the league. And as a bonus, his offensive game is starting to come around.
Now, here's Halliburton. Real disappointing game for him in that loss to Oklahoma City.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Third team foul. One shot.
That's good from Halliburton.
So valuable to this team. Halliburton gives them whatever they need when they need it. This guy is both patient and prolific.
Here's Halliburton. He's got 5. Turner with a screen for Halliburton. Pass to Turner. 40 seconds left to play here in the first. Shot's good by Siakam.
Great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Allen, a screen on Walker. They get it again. Hunter kicks it out to Mitchell. Will it go? Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4. For Cleveland, they come into this one following a loss to Indiana. Siakam passes to Turner. Halliburton on the wing. Covered by Okoro. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. For 3, Hunter. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Indiana in the driver's seat, up 8 points. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Indiana.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Isaac Okoro out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the 3. Here's Siakam. That's good. And it's Halliburton with the assist. Siakam's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Indiana. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper.
That's cash. Mitchell is a volume 3-point shooter for a reason now.
Left side, Halliburton. Walker in the post. Covered by Mobley. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. The Pacers have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
And something that every NBA player has now that maybe they didn't a couple years ago, RJ, their own personal trainer.
Well, it's just a beautiful investment of your own resources back into your body. I love that players are hiring chefs, dietitians, sleep aides, and the teams are hiring. I love every aspect of it.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Mitchell against Walker. They get it back. Allen kicks to Hunter. Bangs home the trifecta. Hunter's got his first 3 points of the game.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball. I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much. Now, here's Okoro. Hasn't made one yet. Floats it up there for Mobley. And stolen by Siakam. Now, here's Halliburton. Defense is right there. Turner finds Mathurin. the shot clock. Matherin's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. Pacers leading by 10. Outside Matherin, stolen by Allen. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. And Halliburton slams it in.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Matherin with the ball, covered by Okoro. Here's Matherin, and Okoro pulls it down. Mitchell in the corner. Okoro setting the pick for Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face, Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
Halliburton right side. Outside, Walker. Pass to Turner. Fires from way outside. Cavaliers with the rebound. Mitchell looking it over. And then Mitchell hit the dunk.
Look at that grittiness of Mitchell. He hits resistance inside and still gets through it.
And it's Halliburton penetrating. An easy 2 points on the layup. Halliburton's got 11 points.
He's looking much more confident here in the second quarter as far as his scoring goes.
Mitchell wide open. Trains the three-pointer.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Tyrese Halliburton has been on display for Indiana. He notched 8-5. Thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Low assist numbers pop out to me. It's a big flashing sign that these guys are being selfish. The only way they're going to get back.
Taking a peek now. And that's a halftime.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
We'll be topping out there with Nesmith. Then there's Shepard. Then there's Andrew Nembhard. And it's Bryant in at the center position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. To the middle, here's Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
Yeah, they're going for the throat. And here is Nesmith. And he drives in, kicks it out to Bryant. Toppin inside, defended by Strus. 5 to shoot. Here's Nesmith. And Nesmith with the slam.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely, a resounding dunk.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Takes it inside, and it's Strus with the rebound.
Wide why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
So, Richard, when you look at Max Strus, what does he provide for this team?
For one, he's battle-tested, Kevin. He's a fearless shooter. He's a guy that can get on the wall and hit clutch shots.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And with that shot, the Indiana lead has got down to 11 on the bucket from Wade.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Outside Bryant, pass to Neesmith. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Strus's shot is good.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Now, here's Neesmith. Defended by Strus. Missed inside. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Garland with the bucket. Garland's got his first points of the night.
Looking for a high percentage shot. Garland wants the best look he can get.
It's tipped. Now, here's Neesmith. He's guarded closely. Bryant the pass to Toppin.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Back to Bryant. Pass to Neesmith. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Neesmith has got 5 points now in the quarter.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
1:43 left here in the third quarter. Right wing. Stolen by Garland. And the improvement, RJ, from Garland's triple drive game has been immense.
Kevin, his confidence when he is ready to attack is next level. He's got great footwork. He's got a great handle. Very few defenders can stay in front of him in a one-on-one situation. No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Here's Nembhard. And he makes good on the layup. Nembhard's got his first points in this one.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Outside Garland. The three. Traps in the tray. Garland's got 9.
For a guard like Garland, hitting threes unlocks the rest of the floor.
Nembhard with it. Picked up by Thompson. Back to Nembhard. Indiana moving the ball over. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Pacers lead by 7.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Indiana foul.
For Cleveland, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
The continued evolution of Garland has been fun to watch. Every aspect of his game continues to grow and get stronger and more confident.
Pass to Shepard. Goes back up. Off the left rim and out. The Cavaliers trail by 5. There's Garland. And it's sent back by Bryant. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bryant. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third. There's Garland. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Indiana leading by 5. Shepard the pass to Toppin. Now Neesmith. Good as it goes. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to fire.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big man in the league today than we've ever seen.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So on the floor for Cleveland, a lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Mitchell is out there with the Okoro, and it's Hunter in at the small forward. Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell at the jam.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
Halliburton with it. Guarded now by Okoro. Siakam against Mobley. Siakam, that's good. Siakam's got 4 points now in the quarter.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
Pacers leading by 7. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Locked up there for Allen. And Allen slams it in.
And this is why you feed the big fella Allen on the inside. With his size, he is a major threat anywhere around that hoop.
Halliburton drives in. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the basket for Mitchell. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Halliburton kicks to Siakam. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Pacers with the rebound. Turner's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, after the show he put on in the first half, you thought it would continue, but he's cooled off a little bit here now.
Mathurin with a screen on Mobley. Siakam, sweet move, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And it's a 9-point Pacer lead.
It's important that Siakam plays with confidence from there. I mean, when he does, the results are often like that. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pacers?
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
And also, they are working the opposition from the mid-range, continuing to fire away with confidence from there. And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
This is a huge night for Mitchell, and all he really does is score.
Mobley against Siakam. Outside for Halliburton. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Walker, and finished off by Walker.
When Jarris Walker stuffs it, we feel those bucks over here.
Allen, a screen on Walker. Mitchell outside. Allen with the screen for Mitchell. Offline with his 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Pacers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Tyrese Halliburton.
He really managed to shine on both ends of the floor, finding lots of opportunities to affect the game and make an impact.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked.
Oh, look at that play right there!
Okay, that's how it's done.
Woo! Wow. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Halliburton on the wing. Covered by a Coral. The shot's good from Halliburton.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and
did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Fires from way outside. It's off. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
and it makes a big difference. And once they
Not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. But this will be fun.
And let's check Miami's starting lineup. They've got Andrew Wiggins. He's out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at center. Adebayo. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, around the rim, Bam Adebayo makes so many things happen because he's so athletic.
And here's Halliburton. Pass to Mathurin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the floater. The rebound by Ware. Miami with the ball. Nembhard comes with a double. Here's Ware. Puts up a deep 3. Mathurin with a rebound. Nembhard outside. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Pass to Turner. From the arc. Rebound Miami. All right, Brent, let me ask you a very important question. What exactly is Heat culture?
BA, Heat culture is about toughness and competitiveness. And if you step into that building, you better make sure that you're ready to be pushed and push the limits that, as a professional player, not a lot of other teams are willing to go. As soon as they find guys who enjoy that, and I'm not going to say torture, but it's close, those are the kind of guys who make it in Miami. Defense doing their best to put Halliburton off balance, but he stays flexible, kind of warps around the defense and adjusts to the contact.
Here's Highsmith, defended by Halliburton. Highsmith passes to Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
Watch out, when Adebayo gets vertical, that's a big Bam.
Siakam outside. The 3. Highsmith grabs the board.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Now here's Adebayo. Hero outside. Adebayo sets a screen. Hero no good. And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. It's a 3-point game. Siakam outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first 2 minutes.
Back to Nembhard. Beyond the arc. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Nembhard's got 5 points.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Hero for 3. Fires in the triple.
And Hero early on in his career finds himself in these big-time moments.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Just a bit ago, Rick Carlisle and I were able to chat. We chatted about strategy against Andrew Wiggins, and Coach put it simply. He said, quote, "We just got to stay on him at the arc, on the inside. We can't let him give our defenders a slip." So the defense is going to try to stay as glued to the nimble Wiggins as possible for this one.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Hero. Oh, and Turner with a block.
A ferocious shot blocker. Turner provides a sense of security to the rest of his teammates.
We've got 1:08 left in the opening quarter.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
On the wing, Nembhard. He's guarded by Hero. And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. That'll shoot 2.
Personal foul.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Andrew Nembhard.
Good on the second one. The Heat with the lead. Hero outside. Wiggins outside.
That is what I'm talking about. Wow.
And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And Wiggins showing a bit of strength, even with that frame of his, able to take the punishment and still get the score.
And we have seen Andrew Wiggins step up as the second best player on a title team. But it's all about his consistency, Brent.
Well, Andrew Wiggins' role, I believe, changed last year. A little in and out of the lineup for Andrew, and the changes around him have not been ideal. Hope that he embraces whatever it is that the coaching staff wants him to lock in this year, because as a two-way player, Andrew Wiggins is still very capable. Adebayo is by no means an ordinary big in this league. He's just one of the few players in the NBA who can legitimately guard 1 through 5, a true defensive anchor.
Outside Mathurin. Driving in. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Bam Adebayo has been leading the charge. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think about the Heat here?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here, as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Ware in at the center position. Nembhard outside. With the drive. And the layup falls. Nembhard's got 8.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Wiggins left side. And there's a pick. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Now here's Halliburton. Here's Halliburton on the take. Outside Mathurin. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 is up. Highsmith grabs the board. Miami leading by 4. Hero with it. He's picked up by Nembhard. And Adebayo slams it in.
Hero knowing about the whens and the wheres for an assist.
Now Halliburton. And as the perimeter game took over, it seemed that the dominant big man went away a bit. Instead, the bigs just got more skilled, Brent.
Well, BA, dominant big men are really hard to come by. So when you do get one, there tends to be a lean. But yes, it's been about the skill of the big over the past few years, along with the game transitioning to the three-point line and picking up the pace. There'll be another big man out there who changes the game back to the low block, BA. He's so good at getting to the rim, maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wiggins.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Halliburton surveys the floor. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Launches a 3. He can't hit that time. Heat leading by 4. A clear look for Hero. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
Well, the catch and shoot is where Tyler Hero excels.
Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Halliburton outside. Pass to Turner. Shoots. Again, Halliburton missing.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Now here's Halliburton. Pass to Turner. Here's the three. Highsmith grabs the board. Highsmith's got 4 rebounds now. Wiggins outside. Here's Highsmith. And that one drops. And now an 11-point Miami lead.
And Wiggins is a capable passer, someone that wants to hit a guy in the right spot.
Here's Halliburton, and there's the drive, and it's Halliburton gets it to go inside.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Adebayo from long range, and the rebound goes to the Pacers. 1:02 left in the first half of this one. Now here's Matherin. No points yet. Pass to Turner. The 3-ball. And out of bounds. The Heat will take it.
Miami ball.
Heat leading by 9. Hero outside. Adebayo with it. To the middle. And the basket by Highsmith. Highsmith's got 4 points now in the quarter.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
The try by Nembhard. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's on Tyler Hero. And this will be a second trip to the free throw line. And so Hero will bring it up for the Miami Heat. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Adebayo, the open look. Indiana with a rebound. Siakam's got 5 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Nembhard. It could go. He knocks it down.
2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
We're not going to halftime just yet. The officials signaling that they are going to take a look at this replay.
While this call may not decide the game, always prefer to get it right.
And so it's Miami finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. We'll be back in a moment. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. It's been a clinic out there by Bam Adebayo.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Thomas Bryant out there with Toppin. Then it's Neesmith. Then there's Walker. And it's Shepard in at the 1. That's the 5 for the Pacers. To the right side. Just 5 on the clock. Love grabs the miss. Miami leading by 8. Fast break, Miami. Jaquez finds Love. Outside Burks. Another shot. Love passes to Burks. Outside for Love. Let's go with a 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Pass to Walker. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Here's Shepard. And there's the rejection. And here we go, the Heat fast break. Burks for 3. Counted from distance. Burks has got his first 3 points of the game.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Jaquez no good.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Brent, it didn't take long for Jaquez Jr. to establish himself as one of the steals of his draft class.
Yeah, the interesting thing with where he played was how he gained the confidence of the teammates around him. A lot of expectations about playing winning basketball. Well, Jaquez did a lot of that in college. He's got great feel, great size. He seems to be in the right spot most of the time.
Go up and get it, young man. Walker's terrifying when he's attacking the rim.
Pass to Jovic. This one for three. Drills it from deep. And the Heat lead by 13.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
For Miami, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Love goes in. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. It's going to be on Thomas Bryant. Miami shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Outside Nesmith. Bryant, a screen on Jaquez. And Nesmith, here we go, uses the glass on the layup. Nesmith's got his first bucket in this one.
And that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Here's Burks. Kicks it out to Anderson. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's Shepard, defended by Burks. He takes it in. Outside Walker. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws.
That jump shot is going to be key for Walker in his career, especially with how physical a player he is.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Heat leading by 14. Outside Burks. Basket's good. Burks has got 8. Well, Indiana shooting the rock around 43% since the third quarter began. Yep, that one goes.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Burks for 3. Indiana with a rebound. Toppin outside. Takes it inside. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
You got to keep the defense honest, and Obi will do that with his athleticism just on the attack there.
Outside Burks. And the three-pointer goes. He's got 11. Here's Shepard. Shoots over Burks. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Miami liking their chances, ending the quarter with a... And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Leading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Setting the floor for Miami. They've got Bam Adebayo. He's out there with Andrew Wiggins, and it's Ware in at the 5, roaming the paint. Halliburton with the ball. Pass to Siakam. Clock at 6, and here's Mathurin. Off target from 3-point range. Wiggins with it. He's picked up by Nembhard. And Wiggins with the 3. And the Heat lead by 20.
Well, right now, helping the offense out by creating space. Andrew Wiggins deadly enough from that spot.
Halliburton on the attack. Turner for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Indiana has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Halliburton. Nembhard outside. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it. Here's Hero. It's tipped. Pass to Ware. 3-pointer. Indiana with a rebound. Siakam's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Turner. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton.
Can't lose sight of Turner in these situations. You're asking to get burned whenever you do.
And count that. 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Heat.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
Here's Halliburton. And it's Miami with a rebound. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. They get it back. Pass to Ware. Stolen by Siakam. And here's Mathurin. Poke loose. Hero with it. He's picked up by Nembhard. Wiggins right side. To the inside. Stolen by Siakam. Adebayo with a steal. Pass to Highsmith. To the paint. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Miami leading by 16. Here's Highsmith from outside the arc. The rebound by Tyrese Halliburton. Pass to Turner. Siakam right side. Halliburton outside. 4 on the clock. From deep 3-point range. And Hero grabs the board. The Heat have gone 4 for 10 in the fourth.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Heat.
They ran the fast break beautifully all night long. It was a huge part of their success.
That's so true. They clearly ran the floor well, constantly putting pressure on the defense. Just a tremendous effort.
We've come to expect big-time games from him. Just another day at the office for Bam Adebayo.
It felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
Highsmith passes to Wiggins. Right wing. Adebayo from long range. The rebound by Tyrese Halliburton. And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 14.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Pass to Adebayo. From deep. Indiana with a rebound. From deep three-point land. So it's the Heat winning this one easily. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out